Good day everyone, my name is Nick, we're back into Amiga territory and we're going to be looking at a pinball game called Pinball Hazard. This one was published by Mirage Media in 1996, consists of 4 tables and come over 4 discs. So we'll see how this one plays. Now it is up against other pinball tables, most notably Pinball Dreams and Pinball Fantasies. Pinball Dreams come out 4 years earlier, so this one should be a lot better, shouldn't it not? Consists of 4 tables: Vampire, Speed, Tomcat and Fight. You have to reload the game completely to get to each table. This one is Vampire, so have a bit of a go, then we'll probably pause it and then show you the other tables. Controlled on the 2 shift keys and down arrow key to launch the ball. Right, here we go. Oh, that wasn't a good start, Nick. A bit floaty, but we'll see how what other modes there are on this table, what we can activate. First glance, it looks like it's trying to be identical to Pinball Dreams and Fantasies. What's going on there? No marks for originality. Whoops. Ball does seem a bit light. Yeah, what's going on here? This is a complete copy of Pinball Dreams. Some interesting sounds in the background. Okay. Let's give this a bit of time. It's not quite as good as Fantasies or Dreams. Blatant rip-off, it seems, at the moment. But it's all in the gameplay. I don't mind a rip-off if the game is good. What is that sound in the background? That is annoying. Feels like the table's broken. Colourful graphics on this. Table's okay. Not as well designed as some I've looked at. But it's a ramp that goes right round the outside. Quite a few targets to hit. You can see those circles. They might go white when we hit them. Looks like there's some drop targets on the right hand side. Hit the red ones to spell out different words. We've lit up V of Vampire. So just got to activate different stuff for different modes. It doesn't look overly exciting, but we'll try and get the balls in. 5 balls for each game, and it does move pretty fast. Scrolls quite well. I'm a little bit underwhelmed at the moment. We'll see if the other tables are any good. With a name like Vampire, you expect some vampire action. But all I can see is like a green zombie head there. There's no real vampires going on. There's no Dracula action. Just 2 flippers at the bottom, a couple of pop bumpers up the top. What are there is okay, but it's just plain average. Yeah, that noise in the background is getting on my nerves a little bit. Almost round the outside. Horseshoe ramp, I'll call it. There we go, we're around. What's that? Nothing. Keep looking for a video display to come up, so that's what we're doing. That's not happening. Yeah, it's just basically a very basic table. Just hit all the targets and do what you must. 1996. Rather missed the boat this, I think, then. So 4 years after Pinball Dreams by 21st Century. And Pinball Dreams is far superior. So what were they doing? It looks like a blatant cash-in, folks. A blatant cash-in. Why didn't they get sued? I don't know. You can't sue Pinball. Pinball Dreams had 4 tables as well, and Pinball Fantasies. After that, they went on to the AGA chipset. I haven't reviewed any games with the AGA chipset so far. That was the Amiga 1200, because I only owned an Amiga 500. Amiga 600 come out a bit later. It's just a scaled down 500, really, with a different kickstart in it. Boom. Right, okay. Yeah, is this game going to grow on me? Is it going to get any better? Vampire. Mirage Media, don't know what else they did. I might have already reviewed games that they've done, but V and A are lit on Vampire. Would like to see a multi-ball on this one. One problem of it really is you have to try and do the flippers before the ball's near it, because it scrolls down so fast. You just have to predict where it is. There's not much reaction time here. Bit like if you're in tennis trying to receive a serve from one of the top big hitters of the day, serving down at 120 miles an hour. You have to fire your racket or swing your racket before the actual ball's been served. Otherwise, that's that. Drain. Odd colour scheme for a vampire table, a light blue. I can understand the red. Maybe they should have gone for some purple or something. But yeah, it's colourful. Don't like the blue. Reminds you of the sky or the sea or something. You'll never see a vampire in light blue cyan. Now people are going to tell me loads of films where they've been walking around in light blue. Dibby dibby dib, dibby dibby dib. Yeah, balls drained again. I'm getting bored of this table already. It's not one I'll really come back to. Do check out my review of Pinball Dreams and Pinball Fantasies to see the similarities between the two, but their tables so far in this review are far superior, much more fun. There's the playfield. We'll probably get out of here in a minute, and then, yeah, I'm going to need to reload the game to get the other tables up. You can't go back to the main menu, unfortunately. So there's going to be a bit of power of editing here. I won't let you sit through all of that. Second table is Speed, as you can see, not based on the Speed movie. This is 1996, folks. There's a checker flag there, and it's all about racing. There's a Formula 1 car or some sort of Indy car in the middle. It's quite a generic one. What's different to this table than the last one? Well, not a great deal apart from the skin. I've got some lights to light up down the bottom there again. At the moment, it's looking like quite a lackluster table. Couple of ramps. Looks like there's a flipper midway up the top, is there? We keep passing quickly. Yes, there we go. There's a flipper there on the left up top. Try and knock it round the ramp. Yeah, a few pop bumpers roughly in the same position as before. A road, I don't know if that's supposed to be the pit lane. Yeah, not great. You know, as a pinball table on its own, it's okay for a few goes. Don't think it would have started as a full price game, and it was a full price game back in the day, 1996. Probably had better things to do. Checkered flags they're waving, look like two stuffed Dalmatians. Music again is not very beefy. Sound of the flippers is okay though, that comes across well, that's been sampled good. Cut 3 green arrow lights to light up to get that road. We've all got 2. We need to get the third one for a bonus. There we go. We got it. Did we? It looks like it started again from the bottom again. So that was quite uneventful. Drop targets. Are there any on this? Can't see any. Just those 3 pop bumpers there. No real targets to hit. Yeah. I'm bored of this table already, and I've only been playing about 40 odd seconds. Or was it a minute? I don't know. Boo. No real briefy noises of car engines, which I'd like to see. That could have done it. Or speech shouting out start your engines and things like that, and who's blown a tyre. I'm not enjoying this one at all. You know, perhaps I'm being harsh on it. What do you think? Did you have it back in the day? Did you love it? The ball physics are consistent. You can predict those. So I have reviewed some awful games with the pinball, with the balls not actually predictable at all. So that's staying roughly as it is. There's not odd bounces, but it does pick up speed quite a lot sometimes. Yeah, not great. Not great. We'll have a few balls of this. I think I've accidentally put it on 2-player, but we'll have a few goes, or a few balls I should say. Then we'll go on to the next table. So we've seen Vampire and we've seen Speed. The other 2 tables are Top Cat, which is no, not Top Cat the cartoon, Tomcat, which is aircrafts, and then the next one is Fight, which I think is boxing and general Fight Club type stuff. Yeah, Speed was a film with Keanu Reeves. He was on a bus and it couldn't slow down. I quite like that, and then they milked it again, which people often do with Speed 2, and he was on a boat and that didn't quite work. They should have done Speed 3 where he was on a pedalo, but there we go, they didn't. Keanu Reeves, he's had a good career, hasn't he, since Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. How did the other guy do in that film? Most bogus. Fame is very unfair, isn't it? That's fate for you. You just got to go down a path. Some people have a bad movie career. Some people have to play this game. You just never know what's going to happen. There was a game I was supposed to show you called Super Bumper, another pinball game, but I couldn't get that to load. So we're showing this. So I don't know, Super Bumper is probably worse. It looked worse than the screenshots. This looked quite promising from the screenshots, but you can't get away from the fact that it's a Pinball Dreams wannabe. They've tried to make it identical and then just design a different table. Good idea, but you know, I hate copycats. Be original, do your own thing. If you're just copying, you're just, well, you're useless, aren't you? You're never gonna be the remembered. Copying, man. Happens in the YouTube world as well. People without ideas will copy other people. I don't mind if it's done slightly different or better, but it's a blatant copy done worse. Because, well, you know, that's no way to grow a channel. I just got something off my chest there. Boo, boo, boo. Who's bored of this table so far? Hold your hands up, and then we'll, if enough people hold their hands up, we'll go to the next table. It's probably going to... Each table we show on this, 4, it's probably going to be less and less playtime, I think, as I gradually run out of patience with it. I own so many pinball tables now. Pinball Arcade, FX3 on PlayStation 4, quite a lot on the, a few on the Amiga, a few on the Spectrum. I can't see myself, so hundreds of tables basically. I can't see myself coming back to this one ever, really. Unless it's some sort of random thing that's happening. Yeah, this is the most boring Grand Prix I've ever seen, and I've seen my fair share of boring Grand Prix. Sometimes you get an exciting one, sometimes you get one that's so dull that only a super fan could like those races in Baku in Azerbaijan where there's no overtaking. What's going on there? Monaco I can let go. Right, time to get off this table, I think. Table 3. Tomcat. Look out for missiles, attack airplanes, and general carnage. I don't like the colour scheme on this either. I like a dull peach. That's not showing Tomcat. A rather lame aircraft in the middle there. Just looks like it's clip art just to show it's Tomcat, but they could put any vehicle there and call it what they want. They could have called it trains. They could have called it Blue Whale. You know, Flipper on the right there. It's another lackluster poor table by the looks of things. Boo! Music's quite flat again. Pop bumpers, they've moved to the right this time. Looks like it's been designed with a, you know, table designer that they possibly had. Then they've slapped some art on it and said, what can we call this? I know, we'll call it Vampire Speed, Tomcat and Fight. Yeah, hooray. Check out the video display up the top there. Occasionally it will change. Yes. What can I say about this, really? Are you liking it? What would you say? Would you say it's a good addition? Over 4 discs. There's a lot of disc swapping that goes on, which I'll edit out so you don't have to see it near the beginning. Small intro. I would have liked a way to... There might be a way that I'm unaware of, that when you're in the table you can hit like escape or Q for quit and it zips back to the main menu, so you don't have to reload the whole game again because it takes a while. It is a slow loader. So you need to light up Tomcat on this, get the bonuses, ×2 through to, what is it saying down there, ×8. I don't think there's any multi-balls that I'm aware of. Standard amount of ramps, but they put them in a slightly different place. No real aircraft noises or flying of going on. Yeah, mediocre this one, mediocre. Not terrible because the ball physics are quite good, but, you know, instantly forgotten. You say to someone what's your favourite table on the Amiga, they're not going to say Pinball Hazard, I don't think. It's a bit like, you know, I think China used to do a lot of counterfeit products. At the start of eBay, there's loads of iPods on there from China, all knockoffs. This could be like a Chinese knockoff of Pinball Dreams. I don't know why 21st Century didn't sue. This one is by Mirage Media, late 90s, so the other systems were starting to come in. The PlayStation. Yeah, I love my PlayStation, it was great. Didn't have that many games though, I don't had that much money. I was a student at the time of the PlayStation. And the games sort of like jumped up in price. I was used to Commodore Amiga being about £25 or so. Suddenly there was these PlayStation games that cost about £40. That seemed ridiculous in the time. $39.99 for a game. What if it was one like this? Yeah, that's not good. Go, go, go. Stand by your airplanes. Top Gun it isn't. I feel the need for speed. But that's a different game. Yeah, I'm getting bored again. We'll just keep this ball in play, then maybe do, well, we do the last table. So Vampire was okay. Speed was worse. Tomcat is a bit meh. That's probably the same level of excitement as Speed. So we've got one last table that could possibly save us, called Fight. Yeah. Anyway, let's see if we can unlock anything else first of all, just to make sure there isn't a multi-ball hiding here. It's one of these games where if it says extra ball, you think, oh god, I've got to play again. Won't want to be playing too many hours on this one. If it had a... tell you what could have saved it. If it had a table designer on it, it gave you these 4 as your original ones, and then you had a table designer where you can move all things around, change the colours of the pop bumpers, save it, change the position of your flippers, maybe upload clip art, and or art you've done, then that would have been quite cool. Change the colours of everything, then that would have worked. They missed a trick there by just bringing out a product in direct composition to those ones I mentioned, Dreams and Fantasies, then it's boom. Last table, here we go. Last table, it is Fight, and this looks like the clumsiest colour scheme of the 4. A couple of flippers down the bottom. Really weird flippers midway. What's going on there? They're not going to be much use. Let's have another look at those. Yeah, those central flippers. Oh, you're not going to be able to flip. Look, and there's so little movement with them. That's useless. Absolutely useless design. Right, let's try and enjoy ourselves in this fight club. Hate this colour scheme. Green, yellow and dark blue. Oh, that's good. I like that bit. So there's one good bit of the table. Good. You don't see many pinball tables with one of those scoop things. Fight. Yeah. Maybe we would have liked to see an 18 table, but they probably couldn't have got the license. Man, I'll be so glad to get out of here. But let's give it a go. It might get exciting. Oh, we're in the fight thing. That's interesting. Right, we've got to do a lesson. Right, hit the flippers. And now this is best use of that. That was like Daley Thompson's decathlon then. Awesome. Good, we got it. Good. So I do like that bit. There's a few games to play. Right, another game. Video display at the top there. Defend lesson. Whoops. Right, the game's suddenly got a bit better. We need to duck under these things by hitting the flippers. Oh, that's yeah, it's a game, but it's really easy. Off we go again. So, let's try and see if we can unlock another mini game on the video display. I've put it on 3 players in error, I think, anyway. I don't know how I did 3 players, but you can do 1 to 5 players on this. There's the scoop. That's good inertia. Poof, it's through. Need to get the next one goes into the that hole thing, that sinkhole up the top there. Go through to the hole. Will it go through to the hole? No. Maybe we need to get another one. And then it's video display bonus time. Okay, so poorly designed as it is again, this is my favourite of the 3 tables just for the mini game that it employs. If they all had better mini games, more accessible, because they might have mini games I didn't get to, then it might rescue itself a little bit. But the mini games are very, very basic. You don't expect too much, but of real life tables, some of those video display mini games are quite cool. And there's no reason why the Amiga couldn't do that with that dot matrix, but did not. The lame music again in the background. You might like that music. I personally do not. Right, come on. Minigame, minigame, minigame. Minigame. Go down the hole. Nope. Round there. Don't say the game's growing on me. That'd be a disaster. Yeah, they should add this as the first table with a better colour scheme. And then gone back to the drawing board and done 3 other tables. I mean, the themes are good. Vampire theme's good. Speed, like Formula 1 cars, are good. Tomcat's good. The execution is poor. Those 2 fighters on the playfield look lame. They look like 2 builders that are holding an imaginary window going across the pavement. They don't look like real fighters. Yeah, that's what I think anyway. Cool, that's picked up a bit of speed. Best playing table of the lot, this one. But again, I don't think I'll be coming back. It's fight night. Aim, miss, aim, get it, get that light arrow. Missed it again. Oh, but we're through there, good, right. Now what do we have to do? We've got another fight lesson. Oh, it's another hit the flippers as quickly as you can. 5 seconds, we're going to get at the top easily. That's way too easy. You know, I'm a kid that played Daley Thompson's Decathlon, Super Test and Hypersports. That's not going to affect me. As long as we don't break the keyboard, then that's good by me. In. Yeah, actually, I can't take too much more of this now. So I'll put Fight Table as first, Vampire Table as second, and Speeded Tomcat Table joint 8 millionth. But, you know, all those tables will be way behind Dreams and Fantasies. Sorry to keep going on about those two games, but, you know, I can't avoid it because this is trying to copy it precisely. Hung by our own petard, whatever that phrase is. Well, I hope you liked having a look at that one. It was okay, but quite lackluster. It done pinball, but not in a great, memorable way. So thanks for watching that as always. That was Pinball Hazard on the Commodore Amiga, published by Mirage Media in 1996. If you've got any comments about this game, pinball in general, the Amiga, or retro gaming, then you're more than welcome to put those below. Please subscribe if you haven't already, that always helps me. And until next time, take great care of yourself, and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.